Early spring paddling. It's like choosing to eat a salad instead of that double cheeseburger. Crowd avoidance and wildlife sightings galore. The narrators got high hopes that this little strategy might just lead to some fishy business on the line. Because nothing says success like a good catch and potentially fewer people around to hear you yell at the fish for getting away. Now, let's talk about those pesky headwinds. Paddling against them is a challenge for sure. But who needs a gym membership when you can turn your canoe into a wind turbine? To decide whether to forge ahead or throw in the paddle, our narrator pulls out the old rock-paper-scissors game. Because really, why not let chance determine your fate instead of, actual logic? The art of outdoor cooking. It's like MasterChef, Wilderness Edition, where the stakes are your taste buds. The narrator can barely contain their enthusiasm for whipping up high-class Italian dishes while camping. Because nothing says adventure like a gourmet pasta meal cooked over an open flame. Just make sure you don't mistake your cooking spray for bug repellent. Now, maintaining a healthy immune system is crucial, especially when your daily diet consists primarily of granola bars and whatever snacks you can find in your car. AG1 swoops in like a superhero to bridge that nutritional gap, proving that even when living like a raccoon, you can still get the vitamins you need to avoid becoming a walking bundle of allergies. And speaking of convenient nutrition, those travel packs of AG1 are a lifesaver. They fit perfectly in your backpack, allowing you to keep your health in check while living the wild life. Whether you're off to conquer the great outdoors or just trying to eat something decent on a road trip, AG1 ensures you don't end up feeling like a disgruntled salad. And let's not forget the taste. AG1 is described as coconut fruity and sweet. It's like tropical bliss wrapped in a nutrient bomb. Drinking it daily feels more like a mini vacation rather than a health regime. Cheers to making healthiness a delightful daily ritual instead of a chore, because if it tastes this good, who wouldn't want to drink it? Now, the narrator takes a moment to ponder just how remote their camping spot is, reminiscing about the days when it was a farm. They imagine a bunch of cows looking at them like, "What are you doing in our territory?" The untouched landscape enchants them, as they find charm in the beauty that hasn't yet succumbed to modern civilization's insistent buzz. On this glorious adventure, our intrepid camper enjoys portaging, that underrated pastime of walking with a canoe on your head. It's like a scenic stroll through a forest, except instead of a picnic basket, you're navigating nature with a giant, awkward piece of equipment. But who needs a gym membership when you can build those muscles while admiring the trees?
The current campsite.
Our narrator feels like they've struck gold by finding this isolated gem, free from fellow campers who think they need to karaoke to the entire forest. This solitude enhances their experience immensely. After all, nothing beats the sound of nature when it's not being drowned out by somebody's off-key renditions of Sweet Caroline. Cooking outdoors brings back a wave of nostalgia, leaving our narrator feeling warm and fuzzy inside, especially while flipping waffles and sizzling bacon. It's like childhood breakfast dreams coming true. Who needs fancy brunch spots when you can whip up a feast in the wild while reminiscing about the good old days when breakfast was served by someone else? And what's a camping trip without some wildlife encounters? The narrator is living for those moments of seeing exotic birds and fish that seem to be just as curious about them as they are. These delightful encounters elevate their appreciation for the environment, making every chirp and splash feel like nature is giving a hearty thumbs up for choosing adventure over Netflix. Let's not forget those thrilling physical challenges, like portaging and paddling, that bring a sense of accomplishment and a sore back. Overcoming these obstacles fosters camaraderie among the crew. Who knew huffing and puffing while sweating like a sinner in church could lead to bonding moments? But hey, nothing brings people together quite like mutual suffering in the great outdoors. Camping at spots along Timothy's River and Long Lake is like exploring nature's buffet. Each location takes them on a journey that offers unique fishing and culinary experiences, proving that sometimes the best plans come from tossing the map away and just following your gut. Unless, of course, it leads you straight into a thicket of thorn bushes. And what could be more delightful than preparing freshly caught trout paired with bunny pasta? The joy of outdoor cooking is palpable. Nothing says satisfaction quite like the taste of your hard-earned catch. Unless, of course, you accidentally set the fish on fire, then it's just an expensive bonfire. Unexpectedly bumping into friends Jim and Ted was the cherry on top of their adventure Sunday. The camaraderie shines through as they share laughs and mutual interests. Because nothing breaks the ice quite like a shared struggle over who caught the biggest fish, even if it turns out the biggest one is the one that got away, right? The initial fishing experience sets a cheerful tone for the day, making everyone feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Nature has this amazing ability to enhance the adventure, especially when you're surrounded by friends who appreciate the great outdoors as much as you do. It's all about good times and good vibes while trying to impress each other with fishing skills that may or may not be exaggerated. Paddling through headwinds may seem like a simple task, but it's more like a full-body workout. 1 minute you're gliding peacefully, and then boom, The wind decides to join the party and transform your leisurely paddle into something resembling a scene from a horror movie. But hey, it creates relatable moments for viewers, because let's face it, who hasn't struggled against the elements like a dramatic hero in a bad action film? Portaging is a rite of passage in the wild, a true test of endurance. It's that moment when every ounce of determination gets put to the challenge, while your arms scream in protest. But overcoming these hurdles only adds to the thrill of the adventure. Like a team-building exercise that doesn't involve trust falls, but instead, reinforced backs and shared laughs. And waking up early in nature? It's a wildlife lover's dream. Nothing beats the chance to see creatures up close, whether it's crows making far too much noise or turkeys strutting around like they own the place. These early morning encounters add extra excitement to the camping experience, because nothing says good morning like a wild animal peering into your tent. Fishing in the park leads to some successful catches, allowing everyone to flex their culinary muscles. It's all about that self-sufficiency mantra. After all, what's more satisfying than cooking your own food while pretending you're an outdoor survivalist when really you just Googled how to grill fish an hour ago? Of course, every adventure has its hiccups, blackflies. But despite these tiny nuisances, the scenery remains stunning. The narrator takes a moment to reflect on the hidden gems in lesser-known parks, reminding us all that exploring the great outdoors often comes with unexpected delights and potentially, a few pesky bites.